Hey scholars, so you did an amazing job with our echo poem for wandering through the zoo. Now we're going to get started on today's lesson. So we've been so far talking about physical characteristics of bird. What does it mean about a physical characteristic? Right, it's something you can see and describe. So how does it look? How does it feel? So that's when we're using our adjectives. So far I want to go over the physical characteristics that we've talked about. So here we go. Birds can be different colors. So the first day we talked about the colors. Then we have birds have beaks that help them eat their favorite foods. So you talked about the beaks and labeled the beak of the bird. And the other day we just had birds have feathers that do different jobs. So the other lesson you learned about the different ways that birds can use their feathers. Today we're going to talk about another physical characteristic and look more closely at the feet. So I want to show you a quick picture of the duck, and I want to hear what you think and what you notice about the feet of a duck. And think about how it's different than our feet. So here we go. So what do you notice about the feet of the mallard duck? Well, we do see orange is the color. Right, it looks like these are his toes, and it seems as though the toes are connected. So unlike how our feet are with our toes, how they're spread apart, the mallard duck, it's a little connected. Anyone know what we call the feet of a duck? What type of feet they are? They're called webbed feet. And webbed feet is when the toes are connected. And that's what helps a duck become a good swimmer, because it's almost like a flipper. Like if you put flippers on to go deep down in the ocean, they help you paddle and flip your feet to swim through. So that's why ducks are able to swim in the lake. Now we're going to look at other things that a bird can do with its feet and how other feet look. So as I read the captions, I want you to think about what are some different feet that birds have. They're not all looking the same. Not all birds have the webbed feet like our ducks. So I want you to listen to how they describe the different feet of different birds. So we've been looking at our story, Birds. And remember, in this story, we have all those different text features. And the one we've been focusing on a lot is our headings. So our heading, remember, tells you what the story or this page is about. It says fantastic feet. So what are these two pages going to be about? Right, fantastic feet. It tells you at the top what we're going to read about. So again, I want you to listen how they describe the different feet of these birds. And think about how they may be similar or different than our mallard duck. So here we go. Listen to our captions. Remember, we have these pictures, and under the pictures we have smaller words. In this text feature, these are called captions. So it tells us about the picture. So for our first one, it says a chicken has toes with strong claws. It scratches for food. So did our duck have the claws like this? No. And what did the chicken use its claws to do? Right, scratch and get its food. Next we have a heron. So this is a picture of a heron. Has long, thin toes that help it balance as it wades in soft mud. So what does the heron use its feet for? It helps him balance so he can stand still. As you notice in our picture, he's only on one foot. So in order to make sure he can stay still, his long toes help him. Now we have a finch. A finch has 3 forward-facing toes and 1 facing back for perching. So in this picture, we have our bird perching, which is him on this stick or the branch. So for him to be able to grab onto the branch, he has 3 toes in the front and then 1 kind of in the back, so he can grab onto the branch. Now we have an emu. It says an emu has 3 thick toes for running and kicking. So what does he use his feet and toes for? Right, to help him run and to help him kick. Great job. And now we have our duck. A duck has webbed feet. We just talked about webbed feet. What does that mean? Right, the toes are connected together. The skin stretched between its toes helps it paddle. And what does it mean to paddle? If the duck is using its feet to paddle, what are they doing? Right, they're swimming. And then we have an eagle has long, sharp claws called talons to grab prey, so to grab its food. So what does the eagle use its feet for? Right, to grab food. Now we're going to focus on we already did our duck's feet, and now I want us to look closer at the eagle's feet to see how it's different than our ducks. So here we have a closer look at the feet of an eagle. What do you notice? How is his feet different than the ducks? Right, we don't see that the toes aren't connected like the duck, so he doesn't have webbed feet. What else do you see? Right, he has the sharp claws. And what did they say that he uses his sharp claws to do? Right, he uses it to grab its prey or grab its food so he can hold on to it. Great job. Now I want to go back to our page and our caption that said the word perching. So in this picture, it said that the finch uses its feet to perch. So I want you to look closely at this picture because I'm going to ask you what definition best describes what perch means. So look at the picture with his feet. What is he doing? What does it look like that it means to be perching? So listen for your choices. So either A, sitting. Your second choice for B says sitting on a twig or branch. Or does perching mean C, climbing on a branch? So which one means he is perching? So I'm going to show you the picture of them one more time. So we have A, he's sitting. B, he's sitting on a twig or a branch. Or C, climbing on a branch. So let's look. Great, if you said B, he's sitting on a branch or twig. If you just said sitting, we don't know exactly what that means, but he has to be on a twig or a branch. Great job. Now for today, for your assignment, you're going to look at a picture of an eagle, and then you're going to do your sketch of an eagle and label his feet. And then in a sentence, tell me what do the feet look like of an eagle. Can't wait to see your work.